The low dopamine morning routine is going viral with millions of views, and everyone is claiming it will transform your productivity. But as someone making real strategic decisions with the December deadline, I need to know, what does this actually do? And is it worth the effort? Let me break down what's real versus what's just good marketing. So, this trend involves avoiding phones, social media, and stimulating activities for the first hour of your morning. People claim this creates a calmer start to your day and better focus throughout your day. I want to test this practically because when you have real constraints and a real deadline, you need to know if lifestyle changes actually help or if they are just another distraction from getting things done. First, let's be clear about what this trend actually involves. A low dopamine morning routine means avoiding your phone, social media, caffeine, and other stimulating activities for the first 30 to 60 minutes after you wake up. Instead, you do calm activities like drinking water, making your bed, or light stretching. The name is misleading because you can't actually lower your dopamine levels by avoiding activities. Even the psychologist who created the original dopamine fasting concept admits the name was just catchy marketing, not science. But here's my real question. When you have actual responsibilities and limited time, what's the practical impact of this approach? So I tested this for a week with my actual constraints. Single mom, two teenagers, December financial deadline. Here's what actually happened. The first few days felt unnecessarily restrictive. I'm lying in bed thinking about my kids' schedule, my strategic priorities, things I need to handle, but I am forcing myself not to access information that could help me plan my day. So I had to modify it. I kept the no social media, no entertainment content part, but I've allowed myself to check my calendar, handle urgent logistics, and review my priorities because my life is part of other people's lives, my kids' lives, and I can't separate. The first few days, I felt unnecessarily restrictive. I'm lying in bed thinking about my kids' schedule, my strategic priorities, things I need to handle, but I'm forcing myself not to access information that could help me plan my day. So I had to modify it. Yes, on the third or fourth day, I kept the no social media, no entertainment content part, but I allowed myself to check my schedules, handle urgent logistics, and review my priorities. Because my life is part of other people's lives, my kids' lives, and I just cannot separate that out. You gotta do what you gotta do. And there's a real difference between that and mindless scrolling. By the end of the week, what I found was this: the valuable part isn't avoiding all stimulation, it's being intentional about what you consume first thing in the morning. There's a real difference between starting with your own priorities versus responding to whatever's in your social media feed. So, what's actually valuable here? The core insight isn't about dopamine at all. It's about who controls your attention. Most of us wake up immediately, let whatever's in our feed decide how we are going to think and feel that morning. The practical approach is simpler than the trend makes it sound. Your first hour becomes about handling what you actually need to know: your schedule, your priorities, urgent stuff. Skip everything designed to grab your attention for someone else's benefit. Then use that next chunk of time for your most important work before your day gets chopped up by other people's requests and emergencies. The real breakthrough isn't avoiding stimulation, it's recognizing that your morning attention matters. You can use it on purpose for what actually helps your goals, or you can give it away to whatever's being designed to be most addictive that day. The bottom line is this approach works when it serves your actual goals, not when it becomes another rigid rule to follow perfectly. The useful insight is about being intentional with your morning attention, not about following someone else's exact routine. If you want to try this approach without the wellness trend marketing, the key is simple. Be intentional about your morning attention, handle what you need to handle, work on what matters most, and save the entertainment for later. If you're tired of productivity trends that sound good but don't work in real life, subscribe to my channel. I'm testing these viral approaches under actual pressure as I work toward my December goal. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.